Hi, friends. This is Tammy, and I'm coming on here today because I wanted to share about the 10th and the 11th chakra. And so many times we typically know about the first 7 chakras. And so I have decided to bring you up to speed on some of the other chakras that are in our body, which there are so many. There are lots of chakras. They all coordinate with different areas of our body. And so the more we learn about them, the more we can become our best self. We can be healed. We can become great. So many things that we can do. And so the 10th chakra is known as the grounding chakra. And typically, when we understand these chakras, which are energy centers, they're wheels of life, when we understand how they relate to our bodies and to our minds and to our souls, it's going to help us to be more grounded. And typically what grounding is being attached to the earth, being more in our bodies. And the thing that grounding does is it can help you to draw on the full faculties and abilities and experiences that you have. So this allows you to be able to handle any situation. In this way, it actually activated the spiritual warriors of old and even some of us new spiritual warriors who live fully fearless lives and are ready for action. And so that is one of the things that this chakra helps you to do. Because the thing about being ungrounded, typically ungrounded people are easy to spot. They tend to be unfocused, spacey, or out of touch with their own needs and feelings. Typically, when I am ungrounded, I feel like I am not a part of my body, like I am outside of my body. And so I know that that is a fear reaction, because a lot of times we do disassociate from the things that we need to be associating with. And so the 10th chakra works just like an earth lung, breathing in elements needed by the physical and emotional body, as well as the chakric and auric systems. It also releases all waste from these systems into the ground for transformation, hence the word grounding. So when others are not grounded, we are probably disassociating from a perceived trauma. So our bodies don't understand the difference between a real trauma and a perceived trauma. Because if you think about it and you draw it up in your mind, then it is a perceived trauma. And so when we're not grounded in that chakra, we may experience a light to severe inability to deal with stress or the inability to cope with everyday realities, maintain boundaries, and think with a clear head. And so we may experience difficulty separating our feelings or reality from that of others. Disconnection from our 10th chakra makes us vulnerable to physical and psychic attacks of any nature. It's also impossible to fulfill our life mission without full assistance from this chakra because creation requires the full blend of spiritual and material energy. It is through this chakra that we breathe material energy. And so the location is approximately 1.5 to 4 feet under the feet. So it definitely is a grounding chakra. The color is earth tones. So think citrine, brown, mauve, russet, limestone, like one of those mustard looking yellows, olive greens, and obsidian. So you think about those as colors that are related to this chakra. And so typically you can find stones that are of those colors in order to wear on your body, like this one right here is moldavite. You can find stones that you can wear on your body. You can find stones you can put in your pocket, or you can, have jewelry with these stones. These are things that will help you with connecting to this particular chakra and grounding. And the endocrine gland is the bones. Descriptors are all 4 elements: fire, earth, water, and air. The yang function pertains to eliminating water, waste, and channeling energy for real life achievement. The yin components pertain to perceiving earth energy for the entire system. And so I told you before that there is a yin and a yang on all of these chakras. There's a yin and a yang aspect in pretty much every area of your life. But we are talking about this chakra today. The source of it is daily life energy, cleansing energy, energy needed to spiritualize the body, nurturing and sustenance, information on immediate past, present, or everyday life matters, chooses physical characteristics from our gene pool to help us meet lifetime challenges. Through our feet, transports information from our past lives. Through our legs, transports information from our lineage. It's the seat of everyday life, energy, and wisdom and information. The key word for this chakra is, of course, grounding. And the energy is elemental. The communication style is dumping waste products from the physical and emotional bodies and from the aura. Also receiving elemental energy from the ground and feeds it into the physical energy system. In women, this energy is stored in the abdominal chakra. In men, in the solar plexus chakra. So it provides and maintains the influx of energy necessary for the fight or flight to deal with life's daily occurrences. So the key to effective energy receptivity, so this is the psychic communication style. This chakra is the grounding chakra, keeping all chakras aligned by locking all energies in the ground. So without grounding, the energy body is too frightened to receive or send appropriate information or hold its boundaries. It serves as a locking in or buttoning down place for the soul, which must be fully integrated at all levels of the physical and energy body to accomplish its purpose. So some of the problems that we can encounter with this 10th chakra is foot, ankle, and leg problems. Adrenal problems, not being grounded impinges upon fight or flight reactions. And so weight issues is another area. Avoidance issues, a sense of being airy or out to lunch, paranoia, schizophrenia, or other neurosis or psychosis affiliated with disassociation of some sort. So difficulty in staying centered or being in one's body can also contribute to any of these type of neuroses. You know, if you have high level anxiety or you have extreme depression, if you are on the bipolar spectrum, this is one of the chakras that you might want to begin to work with. It also holds all denied family issues. It's a critical component in recovering from childhood or intergenerational abuse or abuse patterns. Addictions involve cravings for rooted foods such as nuts and potatoes, or derivate substances such as vodka made from potatoes. It's my girl. This is the organization of sensitivities to electropollution and other human-made or natural EMF energies, cosmic and planetary rays, seasonal emissions, such as goldenrod or other hay fever producing substances, molds and yeast, and chemicals, including those found in paint and carpeting. So some health tips for this chakra is to live as organically and chemically free as possible. Get outside every day. Follow an Eastern approach to healthcare, which is based on seasonal fluctuations in diet and exercise. So definitely take care of yourself in that way. And so I'm going to go on to talk a little bit about the 11th chakra. It is the next chakra in this series. And it is the chakras that are in the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet. Knowing the 11th chakra can be very beneficial energetically. So typically it's seen as a pink film around your hands and your feet. This chakra can transmute charged external, physical, and or emotional energy into the raw energy our body needs to think, react, and respond. For instance, when we're tired, we can drink in elemental energy through our feet, soak in the power from a thunderstorm from our hands, or absorb an angry person's negative energy and convert it into strength for our own response. We can also release our own energies through this chakra in order to let go of blocks, resistance, pains, and issues no longer assisting personal growth, or in order to direct psychic or physical energy to effect change. So the location is around the hands or the feet. Remember, I just said it is sometimes a thin pink film that you see. And sometimes I've seen that and I didn't know what it was. And so now I know that it is this 11th chakra. So around the hands and the feet, the color is pink. It's like I just said. It is connective tissue is the endocrine gland, the home of the meridians. Descriptors, any image related to giving and receiving, such as an open or shut hand. Its yang function is related to energy to put out into the world, opportunities grasped or turned away. Its yin function pertains to assistance taken in or help received. The source is energy transference, entry point for receiving or sending energy designed to meet our needs or deal with situations. The seat of transmutation for physical energy. The key word, of course, is transmutation. So this is definitely a change time and a shift time. The energy type is etheric. The physical communication style is it takes in elemental or emotional energy available in the outside world and converts it into energy needed by the physical or emotional body to respond to any given situation. So for instance, we can soak in the energy from a rainstorm or an angry person and use it to react appropriately to the climactic emergency or dangerous person. So you can absorb energy from spaces in order to help you to move through. The psychic communication style is reading the energetic properties of outside forces, takes in the actual energy behind the situation, and provides raw energy for psychically responding. This chakra also can send energy out through our hands and feet to deal with this situation. So many times I'll use that in my work. And to be honest, I actually honestly been trained in that, but I know it intuitively, and it's what I use a lot of times in my work to send the energy, and I can actually feel it as it's going out. So the intuitive communication style is it gives the soul the hands and feet it needs to reach for its desires, protect itself, convert physical energy to spiritualized energy, and receive assistance or data. The problems are problems with the hands and feet. So problems in reaching for what we want, problems in accepting or receiving help, resources, input, difficulty dealing with difficult or dangerous situations, inability to deal effectively when in fear, loss of energy when doing psychic work. Addictions include an obstinate drive for power or the opposite, a desire to be powerless. So some of the health tips for this particular chakra are eat and exercise methodically. This tendency will be to play and live hard, create a structure and follow it. It contains the ability to transmute physical energy into psychic or spiritual energy and vice versa. So this has been the 10th and the 11th chakra. I will come back tomorrow and cover the 12th chakra. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So tomorrow I'll come back and I will cover the 12th chakra, and I'll wrap it up and talk a little bit about the chakras and how they're going to help us as we move forward in this life, especially with some of the things that, we're called to do. So again, this is Tammy Morrison. I am your soul transformation guide and the Oracle of Peace, and I help people to move into that peaceful space in their life so that they can begin to receive all the things that they desire to manifest. I help them to manifest using the metaphysical laws. So again, if that's something that you are interested in, I also have a membership called a Conscious Healing Hub, where you can come through and able to get questions answered if you are on that journey where you are learning about your spiritual gifts and just coming into this world of spirituality. Come and join us. You can also go to my website, which is right above, tammyymorrison.com, and you can find all kinds of things there. Some of my services. I also offer Reiki infused jewelry that I handcraft. I also created some spiritual bath soaps that are amazing. They help to relieve so much stress and tension from the body and pain in your muscles and your joints. So I have those available, and I also have some cannabis products that are uploading, that I'm creating as we speak. So again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I would love it if you would like, share, and subscribe, and then watch the next video that is suggested for you to watch. So have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, weekend, whatever it is. I love you. Have a good day.